Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So, we are back to the field today. Well, it's going to be a short day today. There'll be a little bit of everything in this video. There's going to be some new stuff that we haven't had before. There's going to be some stuff we haven't ever showed you before. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and thank you so much for stopping back in. Okay, so I told you there was some exciting news coming. I did. This is not the main exciting news. I just got off the phone with the dealership. It hasn't showed up yet. But our exciting news for today that I'm super pumped about and I cannot wait to try out is this new tree puller. It is the Dominator from CL Fabrication in Clarinda, Iowa. If you have not tried their products and you're looking for something, definitely go check them out. I buy all of my attachments from my skid loaders there. They do a fantastic job. Okay, enough about the sales pitch. This thing is massive. Both jaws open. They both have, it has a ram on both sides. This thing is just built tough. Like, I don't think you could screw this up, but I can promise you, if it can be screwed up, I'm gonna test it out for you, and I'll give you a fair assessment on what I think of it. I've had their older one. Actually, I still have it. I bought this one as a second machine tree puller. I liked the first one so much that I didn't want to get rid of it in case I needed a backup, in case something happened, I broke a hose or whatever. I had a spare one sitting there. But this one has a lot bigger jaws. It has the teeth that you can see on the top and the sides. The other one only has teeth on one side, so I'm super excited to see how that works. But yeah, that's our new toy for today that we're gonna play with. Oh, and we got the Ford back out of the shop, which I'm super excited about. They finally returned from the living. A gauge cluster, a radio, a wiring harness for the glow plugs and glow plug control module, and all that fun stuff later, and it's finally back. Alright, well, I just got the hoses hooked up for the very first time. Alright, let's see if they open. Oh, look at that. Okay, first thing I'm noticing is, they open a lot wider than my old ones. Boy, you can really get a mouthful with those. Wow, that's something. Okay, let's go test it out on something. Okay, I don't really have anything at the farm that needs to be pulled, but I want to try them out, so we're going to test it out. Okay, so first observation, other than the jaws are massive compared to my other ones, I like the teeth. The teeth are nice. The teeth are very nice. The ground is very frozen. Probably should not be trying to pull trees, but definitely like it, and I really like the width of the jaw. I like how it keeps everything in the center of the skid loader for, like, so it's not pulling on one side of the boom more than the other. I like that a lot. I don't think the other ones were quite as good about that, just because it only had one jaw, so it kind of get off center a little bit, I think. Alright, let's try and pull a steel post, because I got one here, because I know to some people this is important, that they can pull a steel post without destroying them. And as you can see, there's absolutely zero damage to the steel post. So as long as you're careful with them, you can pull steel posts too, and then reuse them. Okay, so it's probably pretty noisy in here, so it's probably pretty hard to hear me, but this is how fast a skid loader moves. This is top speed, this is as fast as it goes. It's like, I don't know, 5 miles an hour, maybe. It's pretty slow. And we gotta go way over there, way past them trees, like, it's a mile jog. Well guys, we're back at it again. It's another day. So, it's been a couple of days since we did some tree pulling, but we are back at it today doing some tree cleanup from pulling trees that came out with the dozer, I don't know, a month and a half ago. We're doing a bunch of tiling, taking out a big waterway that went down through the middle of the field and separated two parts of the field. So we had to clean up all the trees that were in it. So that's what I'm doing today, is riding around with the skid loader and clean up trees. So here's what we got. The dozer sitting up there at the top of the hill is where the waterway stopped at the top of the hill, and it goes way down there. Oh yeah, you can see it, where that big brush pile is at the end. So it's, I don't know, probably half a mile up across here. So it'll be nice that all this will be connected. It'll have all new terraces that'll all flow together really nicely, and that'll just make this way easier to farm. So as you can probably tell, I'm having to back up because it's so heavy that if I try to go forward, it just tips the machine. I need to put more weights on the rear of the machine to help counteract this problem. So this is how big the brush pile is so far. It's pretty good size, but it's gonna get a lot bigger because there's another pile over there that needs to come down here. There's all that up top that needs to come down here. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty good size. And of course, you know, it's at the edge of the field as best we could without being in the road ditch. But hopefully, once we get all the tile lines in, we'll be able to burn some of it a little bit right before planting season, so that way it's a little smaller. So every once in a while you latch onto a tree like this guy. You can see he's way up there. And you just kind of got to drag him along with you. You're picking him up as best you can, but you just kind of drag him along with you. But if you get motion sick, this is the ones that suck, because you do a lot of bouncing. Like, it's been your whole trip to wherever you're going, just bouncing along, just like this the whole way. And if you go backwards, it's just as bad. If you go forwards, it's just as bad. There's just no good way to do these ones, but they gotta be done. Okay, so I thought I'd take a second here and show you guys something. Okay, so now you can probably see it. This is where the tile line is actually laid, right here where this low spot is. Which is why we tried to leave a hump in the tile line. Clearly I didn't do a very good job right here backfilling. But this will settle as time goes on. So we try to leave a hump until we come in to plant it, so that as it settles, it won't have this big dip that I left, and then water won't run down it. It will run on both sides of it, and it won't cut the tile line itself back out. So I'm gonna have to come fix that in a little bit. The other thing is, some people say, well, why don't you pack it in and then you don't have that problem, then you can smooth it all out. Well, the reason we don't pack it in is because you take a risk with packing it of crushing the tile line, where if it settles slowly around the tile line and everything just kind of mellows out on its own, then you don't take near the risk of crushing the tile line as you would if you were to pack it down. Which is also why if we have to cross the tile line before it's good and settled out, we try to only cross in one spot. We'll come back across that spot so that hopefully if something does happen, we only have one blowout, which means the tile exploded underground. So we only have one spot to fix instead of, say we crossed it in 20 spots, then we got 20 spots to fix. Where one spot is a fairly easy fix, you dig it up, you patch it back together and you keep going. 20 spots would take forever, or in some tile lines you might as well just replace the tile line. Well, I hate to tell you all this, but it's raining, so I guess we're done for today. That sucks. Okay, so this is some exciting news. So this is a very, very, very good friend of mine and my family's tractor. It was a 4640 John Deere quad range, and I have purchased this tractor from my good friend. Never thought I'd own this tractor, but I really like this tractor, and he doesn't need it anymore. He's got several other tractors, and he said that he'd sell it to me, which I'm grateful for. It does need some little TLC. It needs a cab kit, which we'll be doing. Stay tuned for that. So, I'm not going to tell you why I bought it. That's going to come in a later video. You're just going to have to stay tuned and watch. But I am going to tell you that I did buy it. I'm going to tell you that I'm very excited about it, that I bought it. And I'm going to tell you that I'm very excited for what's coming because I bought it. Well, actually, what's coming that caused me to buy it would be a more accurate description. But it's all very great news. I'm very excited about all of it, and I cannot wait to bring you guys along for the journey that we are about to embark on. But with that being said, I'm going to say so long. Thank you all for coming, and we'll see you in the next video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please stay tuned for future videos. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you all in the next one.